Okay, so we begin with today's session. And today's session, as you know, is about food photography. And that's why we named the session, Hey Food, Say Cheese. And today's session is brought to you by Cooker Dream, which is a cookery contest combined with workshops as bright as this one. And we begin very soon. We have Chef, a very well-known chef, Michael Swamy, with us, a very down-to-earth chef. So when I asked him, how do I introduce him, he just said, call me a food stylist, a chef, and a photographer. So I think we will let him speak to you as we go ahead with this. Of course, today's our hospitality partner is Fern Hotels, and training and skilling partner is Tourism and Hospitality Skill Council. So all of us together bring this lovely session to you.
So I'm going to start by, when we were growing up, now we are all with gray hair and everything. But when we were growing up, we didn't have mobile phones. And even to get a hold of a camera was very hard. And I grew up with a camera. Basically, from school through college, there was always a camera with me. And it's like you with your mobile phone. There's always your mobile phone with you wherever you're going. And so what are we doing with our mobile phones? Are we really using it to the best advantage? Or are we just sending photographs to our friends? The thing is to make use of the mobile phone and its camera. You use the camera to the best of your ability. Now we are always eating. You have breakfast, you have lunch, you have dinner. We are always taking a photograph, aren't we? But the question is, how do we take that photograph well? How do we create something out of it? How do we get people to say, wow, what a lovely photograph? You're seeing lovely photographs on TV, on magazines, things like that. And you can also do that at home. Sorry, I'm just trying to get to the next slide.
Sir, also the cooking programs.
Yes, for Instagram. And so what I'm going to show y'all is, what does food do to you? It should be about telling a story. You have to make food interesting. And to do that, you have to challenge yourself. You have to be happy. Okay. Because if you are not happy, you are not going to be able to enjoy yourself. You're not going to be able to study well. You're not going to be able to take brilliant photographs. If you're always sad and angry, nothing ever is going to happen. And it's only when you enjoy something that you get amazing photographs. Now, if you look at this, it was a simple old katori which was lying in the house. It had not been polished. You can still see some of the green on it. And I took that and I was writing a story on peppercorn. You know, your calamari, the peppercorn. So here people see the old katori and they see the peppercorns. And what do they see? Do you know that peppercorns was one of the oldest spices in the world? People use the weight of peppercorn as money. You know, like one katori of peppercorns could buy me something else. Long ago, there was no money. So this is also telling the story of how one katori of peppercorns can also buy you something. So like I said, when you're taking a photograph, make sure it tells a story. Okay? Now, taking a food photograph is not that easy as you would like to think it is. It's a lot of hard work goes into it. It's a lot of patience. Okay? And it's when you learn patience is that when you will be able to achieve something. It's all about understanding the light, the angles. You need to understand the colors, textures. So like when I say texture, a tomato has a smooth texture. A pineapple has a rough texture. Biscuits have a different texture. It's about understanding all of these colors and textures. That's when your photograph will come out nicely. Now, I've seen a lot of people taking photographs and they don't choose your background. Okay? They just take a photograph for the sake of taking a photograph. So, at home you have these old wooden chopping boards. You have your mother's dupattas. You have old pieces of cloth. All of this is all using very old stuff, which is lying around the house and making a beautiful photograph. I'm not spent for any of this. I'm not spent a lot of money for the prop. We just take a very simple background and make it look beautiful. Now, what do you mean by a prop or propping? A prop is when I use a knife or a piece of cloth, or I'll put something at the back of the food or in front of the food, but it doesn't take away the focus of the food. So you see the bread in the picture? If I wanted, I could put a teacup, I could put so many other things, but yet one has taken just a simple knife and a piece of cloth so that the bread look comes out. You've got a piece of dessert in the second picture.
Yes.
So the light in the middle picture, there's a piece of dessert.
It's very nice.
I know it's nice, but how do I make it look nice? I make it look nice by letting the light, which is in the room, fall only on the dessert. It doesn't fall on that bowl at the back. Okay? So it's when you make, so how do I make the light only fall at the back? I'll show you how that is done. Okay? So I take a piece of black cardboard and I put it on two sides of the street and let the light fall only from the middle. So these are little things that you have to learn how to play with, which I'm going to show you in a little while. You see this lovely piece of chocolate, right?
Yes.
It looks beautiful. Do I see the spoon? I can see only a little bit of the spoon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So then the chocolate looks beautiful. The food looks beautiful. So that's how you make food look beautiful, is by concentrating only on the food. Now you see this chair, this lovely chair. It's a simple old chair at home with a basket of cherries in it. So what story is it telling me? Can somebody tell me what story it is telling me? So these are the kind of pictures you should take, where the food is telling you a story. Don't take a picture just for the sake of taking a picture. It must tell you a story. And when it tells you a story, you are able to relate to it. So I use a lot of natural light. Now, what is natural light? It is in a brightly lit room. It is where the sun is coming into the room. Yes, a lot of sunlight. You see a lot of photographers using artificial light. But when you use artificial light, you do not get the best picture. The best food photographs, even if you take it with your mobile phone, take it out in bright light, in a brightly lit room. You'll get some amazing photographs.
The original photograph is very beautiful.
Surely, sir.
Yes. Now, how do I play with shadow and light? Is when I put, I show it to you. I use books. I use books to block light. I use a piece of cardboard to block light. I use several. You can use your bottles at home, which store water in it. You can use that to make light translucent, falling onto the food. So I fill bottles of water and I keep it on the side, so that the light passes through the bottles of light, through the bottles. And in school, what is that called? Refraction of light, where light falls through an opaque object onto your food. It gives a different texture. It gives a different feel to the photograph. But you're still going to get harsh light coming through the window. Like in this photograph on the left-hand side, you can see that bright, harsh light at the bottom. It's like a white line. That is still harsh light. So how do I stop that? You use tracing paper, you use butter paper.
And in the
Why am I
black color,
telling you
that
this?
colorful color.
Yes, these are things available at home. You don't have to, buy something expensive to get a good photograph. All of these things are in your home. So like I said, it makes the food look simple. It looks approachable. You feel like touching the food. And that is what you get when you shoot with natural light. Okay. There are only two disadvantages with shooting with natural light is that the weather and time. So the sun is always moving. How do you understand light? Now I've taken 3 pieces of tomatoes on a very simple wooden board. There is no props, there is no knife, there's nothing to distract you. It's only the tomato. I'm blocking it so you can see the light is only coming from one side or it's coming from 2 sides.
It
Just
is
one
on
side only.
One side.
Right.
The left.
And left-hand side.
Yes.
So the light must always come from the side or from the back, not from the front. So when light falls from the front, your food will look bad. Okay? So light should always come from the back or the side. That's how your food photographs look even better. Okay? So even here, the light is coming from the side, not from the front.
Yes, sir.
It is from the back.
Yes. So now you see what happens to the piece of fruit when the light comes from the back? This nice,
Yes,
beautiful
sir.
apple with, so the light is coming from the back. So what will happen to the fruit in the front if the light is coming from the back?
Dark light.
Sir, the edge of
One
the
side should
fruit
be
will highlight.
lightful and the other will be black.
But how did I make the front? Yes. But
Light
now,
is coming from the side and you click from the front.
correct. But now if I need to brighten the front, what do I do?
Took the photograph on the front.
Yeah, but how did that use? You know that small patch of red in the
I
front?
don't know how have you given it the outline, but it's so beautiful.
So the outline comes because the light is at the back. But in the front, I keep a small piece of white thermocol or a small piece of white paper, or you
Okay.
hold a white hanky, or these are all tips that you can do with things using at home. So a small square piece of white paper in the front, just to reflect some light onto the food. So that
Miss,
the apple
we
in the
have
front will be
to
black.
took the paper on the light.
Yes, you bounce the light onto the food with a piece of paper. Because the light is coming from the back, the front of the food will look black. So I don't want it to look back, but I don't want so much light that I will not see the water droplets. I just need very little light. So yes, so for that very little light, I use a piece of white, small piece of white paper, or you know that small mirror you get at home which mommy uses for her makeup?
Yeah.
You know, some,
Yes.
yes, but you use a small mirror to bounce some light onto the apple from the front. So now if you look over here again, where's the window? The light is coming from the window onto the, where it says subject, that is your food. Then I'm using a piece of white cardboard on the side to reflect the light onto where it will become dark. So easy, isn't it?
Yes, sir. It's quite easy. I never thought
It's
of
Very
this.
easy. But it's
Looking so
but you have
good.
to, yes. It's
But
very
the
easy.
right technique is important.
The right
Yes.
technique is important. Once you learn the technique, then everything is easy.
Even the ISO. The ISO.
Okay.
So
Now you saw
excited to
this.
execute them, sir.
Good, because I'm going to make sure we're going to have a small competition afterwards where y'all are going to click your own photograph and send it to me and to Deepa. Now you see this one
Yes,
photograph
sir.
here.
Sure.
So you see this one photograph which is all white, and you see this black chart paper covering the food. So you see the chocolates on the left hand side of that. So I want the chocolate, I want the photograph to look dark. I don't want the photograph to look bright. So when I want to make the photograph look dark, I use dark paper. If I want to make the photograph look bright, I use white paper. Very simple, very easy. So this is when light is falling from two sides, from the back and the side. Okay. So this is like when you keep it near your window, where you have window and a balcony. So you get more light coming in. Now again, you saw that there are no props. It is very simple, very clean looking photograph. You don't want to put too many things in your photograph. So this is when we control the lighting. Can you see these pieces of black paper on the side?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The light is coming through the middle. The light is coming through the middle over here. Can you see it? Where there's a gap in both the black papers.
Yes, sir.
And that is
So it is
following
coming from window.
Yes.
It is coming from the window, but in the middle of the two black papers. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
So that is how you control the light. So only the food looks beautiful. I don't want to see anything else. The pair of scissors on the plate, the grapes on the plate, all of that. So only your food is looking beautiful. Now you see the eggs over here in the other photograph.
Yes, sir.
So the light is only falling on the eggs. And how I made that light fall is by controlling the light falling between the two black pieces of paper.
So, like, did you also, because you made everything black and one colorful thing was there, so it just focused on the eggs?
Absolutely. So wonderful. What a lovely answer that is. Like I said, if you look at these things, they're all simple, easy things that you get at home. You don't have to search for a lot of things, cardboard boxes, things like that. So this is the same way. You're just creating a beautiful photograph by playing with the light.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, again, you can use your mobile phone. So again, with your mobile phone, it's again, you set everything up, and then you have to use certain angles of holding the camera or the mobile phone. So now you see that photograph on the phone. There is nothing else outside. There's no people. There is no spoons, forks. It's only a portion of the spoon that is in your photograph. So when you're taking a photograph with your mobile phone, you have to go very close to the food. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now design.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what is a design? You're all learning art in school, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So most adults, when they grow up, they forget art. They forget composition. They forget everything that you learned in school. For a photographer, it is very important to learn to remember these things, what your art teacher is teaching you. Because everything has a flow. There are lines, there are angles, there are what you're learning in physics. So can you see the
Yes.
first photograph? On the top is how the bread is
Curved
flowing in a
lines.
curved lines. You have an S line. You have a line where the food is going like a snake. So these are patterns
Yes.
that you have to create in food. It cannot be one behind the other. It cannot be like a perfect square or a perfect circle. Yeah, because food is geometric, at the same time it is free flowing. So when you're placing
Hello, sir.
food on a, yes, ma'am.
Sir, I want to ask something.
Yeah, please.
Uh, for which purpose we can show this curve line, or means for which photo?
Anything,
For which photographs?
anything. Suppose you're putting 3 cups of chai. So you put the 3 cups of chai in a straight line, or will you follow like a curved line?
So we can put it in
What
the
is the shape of the
product photography also.
Yes, you can put it in product photography also. So what is the shape of the photograph? It's a rectangle box, right?
It is a desert and it is the
No, no, no.
white
What am
in color, so we have
okay, love.
to
Like a
make
snake.
it the dark.
It's just random, running, moving,
Yes.
snake kind of pattern.
No. What is the shape? What is
Sir, it's a
okay.
rectangle.
What is the shape of the frame of the photograph?
It's
Sir,
like
it's a
a S.
rectangle.
Is it a rectangle?
Yes, sir,
It's a rectangle. Correct.
Rectangle,
So
yes.
now,
Like
if
a
I put
hill.
a if I put a rectangle within a rectangle, will it look nice?
No, sir, it
No.
would.
No, sir.
No. So you
No.
need circles, you need curves, you need diamond shapes, everything but another rectangle in a rectangle to
Excuse
make
me,
it look
sir.
beautiful.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
So, in each and every picture we take, this pattern is there somewhere or the other, right?
Yes. But you have to create that pattern.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
That how you hold that upside.
How do you hold the camera?
Upside that the onions. What?
How do you hold it? There are 4 onions. So the 4 onions become like a small table. And when you tie the knot, you keep it over there. And before it falls down, you take the photograph. So you have to be very fast. And if you've kept it standing
Okay.
properly, it will stand. You have to be careful not to shake the table, things like that. Okay?
Yes.
It's all
Okay,
about
thank you, sir.
practice. Welcome. So composing a picture. So you either take a vertical frame. What is vertical? Where it is like this, or you take a horizontal frame. So for Instagram and all, you need a horizontal frame.
Yes.
So now, how do I make my backgrounds? I take chart paper, I use paint, I use poster paint, I paint on my white plate sometimes to give them a little bit of color and texture. So even whatever you learned art and painting in school, you put it into use at home to create. So that plate on the right hand side is the same bowl. After putting the paint, it looks the same color as the background. So all
So-
these things you can do at home. You have to create it at home.
So that when okay.
No, say. Tell me.
That when there is means like a dessert dish, it is white. Then we can use black dish or white only.
You can use a black dish. Why not? You most certainly can use a black dish.
Okay. The beautiful ones will the black, no?
Yes. But always use light colors because light colors make food look more beautiful. If you're using
Okay,
dark
thanks.
red, dark blue, pink, that doesn't look good with food. Okay?
Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir,
Tell
I
me.
have a doubt that how do you focus on the, like if I want to show a tomatoes picture, so I want the tomato
Huh.
to be really focused and the background to be blurry. How should I be doing that, sir?
So for that is we use special lenses for that. Okay. On some of your mobile phones, you do have where you can choose the settings for that, where you can make a blurry picture. Okay, I'll show you the kind of lenses that we use to get those kind of photographs.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir?
Now,
Thank you.
there are 4
So,
different angles to shooting food. The first one is where you're parallel to the table. What is parallel to the table?
at 0 degrees to the food.
0 degrees.
Not intersecting lines. Not intersecting lines.
Yeah.
Front
The
of each
second
other
angle
or
is,
opposite of.
yeah. The other one is between 10 to 20 degrees. The third angle is 45 degrees. And then what we have is the top shot, which is 90 degrees. So now you see how physics is coming into play for photography.
Yes, sir.
Whatever you learn in
So-
physics in school is what we apply to photography. Okay, I was very bad
So
at
the-
physics and chemistry and maths. Okay, I was very bad in school, but then I had to relearn all of it because I had to learn photography.
Excuse
So certain elements of what you're learning in school also becomes applicable when in real life later on.
Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
that means from how much distance we have to take that photograph for the food?
The distance depends on the size of the food. If it's a small piece of food, then you have to go very close to it. If it's a big piece of food, then you have to go a little further back. Okay?
Okay.
So, I
Sir, if I want to show 3 to 4 pieces of the foods, then what should I do about the
I
distance?
will show that to you. I will show that to you. Just 1 minute.
Yes,
So-
sir.
so I had a doubt too. May I ask?
Sure.
So say for example, I made some macarons and I want to
Right.
click a picture. So should I keep multiple of them or only like 2 or 3 of them on a plate? What would you suggest would look better?
Now, if I'm just showing just the macarons for a magazine, say, if it's for a magazine, I would show 1 or 2 or 3. If it is for a restaurant setup where I'm going to show it what a guest is going to get, he's going to say, he's going to say 1 piece of macaron, I'm not going to come to eat here. So for a restaurant, you'll need 3 or 4 pieces. If I'm doing it for a chocolate company or something, then they will want to show as many macarons as possible. So you want to see a full plate of macarons. So it all depends on who is your audience that you are going to sell the photograph to.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Understood? So
Yes.
if it's just for me for home maybe 1 or 2. If it's for a bigger party, then I'll show about 10 macarons. So again, like I said, it's telling a story. So when I shoot 1 macaron, it tells me 1 story. It tells me you're conjuice. If I'm shooting 5 macarons, it says, oh yes, I can eat 5 macarons. If I'm shooting 10 macarons, it's like I'm shooting it for a big party that's happening at home. It's
So-
telling me different things. Yes, ma'am.
That when we are going to photograph ice cream in the cup, then we have to take 1 or 2, means how much?
So again, if it is depends on the serving. If I'm going to serve 2 servings of ice cream in a cup, we've all been to the ice cream shop. How many of us have been to the ice cream shop? All of us,
All
no?
of us.
All of
Yes.
most of
So in the photograph, if they show 2 scoops of ice cream, and I buy 1 ice cream and I say, I want chocolate vanilla, and he gives me 1 scoop, I can tell him in your photograph there are 2 scoops. Why are you giving me 1 scoop? Yes or no?
yes, sir. In restaurants, you have to be particular about what you're going to get.
Absolutely. You have to be particular about what you are going to get. Have you seen the McDonald's ad?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Does the burger ever look like what is in the photograph?
So I have never seen a burger that looks the same.
Absolutely.
So
So
can
that
we
is, sorry, say,
take the photograph of 2 different categories, means like categories for two pairs means the dessert and the snack or this.
Why not? Why not? Because desserts and snacks are also served at tea. To a sweet and a savory is served at tea time. So yes, you can.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So this is roughly 15 degrees when you're taking a photograph.
Excuse me,
Yeah,
sir.
so see, a lot of us shoot with macro lenses because yes, ma'am.
So I wanted to ask, like, if we have to take a picture just right now, so how to create a story for that? Like,
Can you tell me what story is this photograph telling you? What
that
do you see in the photograph?
some vegetables or some food, and then a black type sauce and
Fruits
green,
or some fresh veggies.
some green leafy vegetables on it.
Sir, I say
So is
pieces
it
of fruit, some arugula and
Fruits and some
balsamic vinegar.
leafy vegetables. Green leafy.
yes? So is it telling me to eat healthy or to eat not healthy?
Healthy.
Healthy, it's
telling-
healthy.
Correct. So it's telling me a story.
Oh, yeah. Now I understand.
Telling
So,
you the
sir,
story. So it is, when you see Indian food is sometimes looks like one big pachak on a plate, right?
yeah, yes,
So
sir.
to photograph Indian food is very hard. It's very hard. And sometimes you have to break down Indian food into various elements. Thank you. So I have to
So,
break down food. Yes, ma'am.
sir, like, if you took a picture which you didn't
Right.
and you didn't create a story, so is there a story still of the picture?
Yes, there is still a story. Because now I took this picture, but you told me the story. So you know what I mean?
Yes, it can
Yeah.
happen.
So it is not only the photographer who's telling the story or I am telling the story. Now there are 20 of you in this chat room. 20 of you will have 20 different stories to this one plate. Now,
Yeah.
if I don't get 20 different stories, that means I have failed. If I get only one story from all of you, then I have failed. But if I've got 20 different stories, wow. There's so many different stories on this plate.
Yes, sir. Like it means that it has so many
Yes,
different.
means we can recognize.
Yes. So that is the purpose of taking a good photograph, that everybody has a story for that one dish. Now,
Okay,
you see this person taking a photograph with his phone of a dish?
Yes.
Can you all see that photograph?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is wrong? What is wrong with the photograph?
he is taken from the one side only. Means
That is
not
okay.
the full
But
picture.
yeah. So
Very close
you can
to
see.
it,
Yeah. Can you see the other person's
and
plate? Can you see the other
yes.
person's plate?
No.
On the top of the
Yes,
camera.
yes.
Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Can you see?
Means it is merged. Very.
Yes. So can you see that other person's hand also?
Yes.
Yes.
And sir,
It is
the
there.
first plate is also cut. It's not fully. It's not full.
Correct.
Yeah.
So,
So the
so what?
picture you want to take is not fully captured. Like, you want to take your own plate, but it's not coming full. The others.
Correct. So you have to take your camera close to the plate. You have to go closer. You don't have to show that other person's hand, the other person's
Yes.
plate, all of that. So take your camera closer to the plate. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Now say again, this summertime, we all like to make cold drink at home, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So you can use the same kind of lighting that I talked about to create that. So when you make a nice cold drink at home, I want you all to take a nice photograph today or tomorrow with a nice cold drink and take a photograph and share it with all of us on the group.
Yes. Okay.
So may I know in which group?
Sorry?
Where do we share it?
Ma'am will tell you. Deepa ma'am is going to tell us at the end of the thing. We're going
Yeah,
to have
you
a small
can share.
competition. We're gonna
Yeah,
have
I'll
a
just
small
tell them right
competition.
away. You can share it on the regular number that you communicate with us. You can email the pictures to us. So wherever we have been communicating with you, you can communicate back to us on the same medium or same place.
So it means that in
Okay.
our
What is
You can check in the number on our website also. Okay.
Okay.
Chef, you can continue.
There is number on the group.
So, can you see the camera behind me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So,
Sir.
this is an SLR camera or DSLR camera, which we use to shoot food. Okay. It's got a macro lens, which makes food look bigger. We can blur things at the back and in front of the food as well using this particular lens. Okay. So this lens is called a macro lens.
Okay.
So yeah. And so now I've got a, 1 second. So we've got a plate over here. Okay. Now tell me, how does the plate look to you?
Sir, it's a plate with some 4 muffins on it.
Hand is visible.
Yeah, the hand should not be in the frame, correct? What else?
So otherwise, to me, it looks quite good, and I would definitely like to taste it if it was in front of
Hand
me.
is your hand is
Okay, my hand is still in the frame. Tell me what else now. Tell me, what is the shape of the plate?
Rectangle.
Square plate.
Square plate.
It's correct. So the edge of the
rounded
plate is parallel to the base of the photograph, correct? Of
Yes,
the frame
sir.
of the photograph.
Yes, sir.
Does it look nice or does it not look nice?
It looks great, sir.
It looked nice.
It looks nice, sir.
Okay,
Nice, sir.
I agree it looks nice. Now from a geometric point of view, what does it look like?
So from a geometric point of
Quadrilateral.
view, it is quite good since it's
Is
a
this
square
better?
plate and round desserts
Okay,
on top.
okay. Is this better? Is this better or this better? Which is better now?
I think this
So
is
this
better.
one is
So this is better.
Why is it better?
because we get to see more of the dessert. We get to see a different angle of the dessert and a better angle of the dessert.
Better angle of the dessert, and you're seeing designs in your frame. In your frame, there are designs. How many designs are there in this frame?
So there are 3. One, the entire frame. Second, the square
Right.
plate. And third, the round desserts.
Correct. So you're getting 3 to 4 designs in this plate, in this photograph. And that is what you have to create. You have to create designs. You have to create shapes. You have to create motion and movement in a photograph. So you just don't take the photograph for the sake of taking a photograph. Okay. Now, what is this?
Toast.
It is a toast.
Toast.
Sir, toast.
Correct. So what is it telling me?
So that the rusks are tasty and something like.
Sorry,
So like the rusks are good.
rusks are good, but what story is it telling me?
So it is a morning breakfast.
Correct. Morning breakfast or evening tea, something like that. Now, how do I build up the story? You
So
said morning breakfast, morning tea. Now, how do I build up
So
the
maybe
story?
a cup of tea and coffee beside tea or coffee.
Yes, or coffee or tea.
Right?
Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So
It
this
is
again is building your photograph. You're building your frame. You're
Sir,
creating
but
frame.
now it's clear.
Okay, now
Sir,
clear.
so this like the story is it's something like a morning breakfast, and when you add more things relating to the story, it will look better.
Absolutely right. So that is how you build up the story.
Yes.
Now somebody also asked me, can I put savory and sweet together? Yes, I can put savory and sweet together.
Nice. But it's not should be very moist.
Okay, so how do I make it moist?
So this also looks like a breakfast, but I think we can remove the coffee bowls, like coffee
Cupcake
pots.
for soft or for the
So correct.
after the
So,
tea.
so this is how you build up a story with your food. You're creating the story. Now, I've got this story. I'll take out the cake. What does this story tell me now?
It is a lunch.
Eating healthy.
Eating healthy.
First the breakfast and healthy
breakfast.
after the healthy food.
Correct. So this is again building up a story. So you build up
Yes.
the story before you take your photograph. You
Yes.
don't take the photograph and then think of a story. Okay. So if I put a plate of upma, or I put a plate of poha, or I put a plate of what else, dosa, these are all breakfast stories. So I'm
Yes.
telling a story. Okay. Now,
Okay, sir.
when I'm taking the photograph, I'm holding the camera here. This is at what degree angle? I'm going to use my mobile phone because all of you have mobile phones.
Yes.
So what angle would this be at?
Sir, it's 0
No,
degrees.
It's 0
It is
degrees.
very,
Zero.
it is very
And
close,
I'm
sir.
taking,
45.
correct.
It's
So this is
45.
about 45 degrees. When you're sitting at the table and eating, what is the angle that you're looking at the food at?
Sir, about 75 degrees.
Around
About
45 degrees.
45.
When you're sitting at the dinner table and looking at your food, you're at about 45 degrees angle.
50 to 55.
50.
45. And if you're a small baby, you'll be looking at the food at about
So
0
it's
to 20 degrees.
not
Okay.
very
How does a baby look at food? On the edge of the table, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
the
sir.
angle is different. So when
Yes.
babies look at food,
about 10 to
angle
20
is
degrees.
different. As you're growing up, why do you always think food looks bigger to you growing when you were small? It's because the angle that you were looking at food was different.
And sir,
When
even
you
we were
grow up,
smaller.
yes. So y'all are still small, so y'all are still seeing food at a 20-degree angle. Your perspective of how you look at food changes as you grow up, as you're growing up. Okay? So that's also something to remember when you're photographing food. So am I taking the food photograph for a baby? Am I taking the food photograph for a young adult like you? Am I taking a food photograph for an old person? All of these angles and perspectives take place. Okay?
According to the person, the angle and the distance should be mentioned.
Okay. So it's all about the angle, the perspective of how you're taking the photograph. All these things matter when you're taking a photograph. Okay?
Yes. And according to person, it's also mentioned.
Yes, yes. So now,
And the audience who
right.
whom going to you are presenting.
I'm just trying to find a couple of photographs to show you all. Okay. So coming back to taking a good photograph, you have all seen the various angles. Okay. Now, any other questions you want to ask? So what you have to remember with taking food photographs with your phone is to take it very close to the food. Try and create a story. Try and build something around it. Don't just take a food photograph. It'll take you time. You're not going to get it right on the first day. Okay. So in your balcony where there's lots of nice light, but not direct sunlight. Okay. No direct sunlight falling on your food, but the room should be full of sunlight, if you know what I mean. You know?
Yes, sir.
So, yeah.
Yes, sir.
You can, so like I said, you can use your mummy's dupatta, you can use your wooden chopping boards, use old tables that have a lot of texture to it. Right now, I've got a lot of texture with me around. Old wooden boards, old wooden planks.
Sir, we can use decorate papers for the surface.
Yes, you could. You can paint your own paper. You know, giving textured paper, you can do that. Do different things like that. So whatever you do, just create the story. You know.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Any other questions that anyone would like to ask?
No, sir.
Yeah, I think there are a few things over here. Siddharth has been telling all participants and attendees, wishing all the young participants all the best. You're all blessed at this age to learn from the best from this industry, and to achieve your dreams, you must practice, devote yourself to it. Thank you, mentor Chef Michael, for teaching me always and for incorporating the same to these young kids. Siddharth. You have a big fan over here.
Kids, any more questions? Or what ideas are you going to give me of what you're going to photograph?
So I'm going to click a picture of a papaya or a tomato.
Oh, lovely. Somebody else?
I'll click a pic of a drink.
Okay.
I'm going to click a photograph of a desert.
Okay.
I'm going to capture a truffle cake.
Wow.
Chocolate
Are you
truffle cake.
are you sending some over?
We will surely share it with you, sir.
Lovely.
So,
yes.
According to you, which will be the best category for showing the audience? Or
Shoot something that you love. Don't let me tell you a category. Shoot something that you love. If you love ice cream, shoot ice cream. If you love cake, shoot a cake. If you love fruits, shoot fruit. Whatever you love. Because that's when you'll be the happiest doing it. If I tell you, you're not going to be happy doing it.
So we have a comment over here. I'm still looking for something to take a pic. So yes,
Okay.
she got the answer. So any more questions for Chef, for us?
I have.
Wanted to say thank you very much.
Yes.
thank you so much, sir.
What's been your
Thank
biggest
you, sir.
learning? So I have one question. What's been your biggest learning from this session?
How to take
We get more information about the photography.
Okay.
At home by playing photography at the distance, age, or the audience we are going to present.
Okay.
How to use house items to click the photos.
Okay. Common items that you can find at home, and you can click pictures with that.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
That's fantastic. So
Yes.
Appealing in photograph.
okay, how to make an appealing
Photograph.
photograph? Okay, so I'm going to. I would want to see your photograph, Krisha. You can send it to me, okay? And I'm going to forward all the pictures to you, Chef, so that you also
Lovely.
know, yeah, what have been the after effects of your session, and a kind of like, they're taking their very first step into photography. So I think it's going to be really good. And so could we kind of bring the session to an end, tie it up all together?
Right.
Ma'am, I just want to convey one big thanks to each one of you for making it possible. And we are also lucky to have enriched ourselves with all the great ideas.
Yeah, it's been a great session, I guess, and a lot to learn actually, and how things can be done with something like a paper.
With some things which are just commonly available. We wouldn't have ever thought about it,
Exactly. And when we see it on magazines and things like that, we feel that, okay, this is going to be, this is going to need some sophisticated techniques or say equipment. But today we saw that no, it doesn't. It is possible when you do it with simple things also.
Yes.
Yeah. So
and the natural and the it's simple, very Nice.
Yes.
And with a lot of love and affection. If we put love into our photography, I think we can really enjoy what we eat and what we cook and what we capture.
Yeah, exactly. So you can keep adding to your albums and post the contest also. You can keep sharing that with us. It will go on our social media pages. And Chef, you will also be able to see what the kids have been sharing. Okay.
It'll be a pleasure.
Pleasure. Thank you so much. And thank you for doing such a wonderful session. And I would say coming down, grading yourself to the kids. And you saw how talkative they were and
Yes.
yes, how interactive they were. So very happy
Thank you,
to
ma'am
have.
and sir.
Thank you so much. And
Welcome.
we all go back with this kind of happiness and put that happiness on our plates and on our cameras. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And
Thank
for
you.
arranging this lovely session. With thanks to sir and ma'am,
Thanks,
Thank you
sir.
so much.
all the team.
Thank you.
And stay
And
safe for everyone.
task for today?
today we already told click some nice pictures and share it with me, and I will be passing on your pictures to Chef so that we don't want to disturb him on his phone thinking all the time. So I'm going to share the entire collection with him. So share the
Ma'am.
pictures with me.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
we have means up till the 7th of December, we have to click a photograph of our dish and send to your. We have to click a photograph of our own dish and send to
Send
sir.
it to me. Send it to me. Or
Send
we
it
have
to
put
ma'am.
in the numbers in there, so you can send it to those numbers also.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, can you please post the Gmail IDs and the phone number in the chat box?
Yeah, I have sent it to each one of you. You can go to www.cookerdreamchallenge.com and you will find everything over there. Just look at the contact and you will find them, all the numbers and the email IDs over there. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you,
So,
ma'am.
yeah, here's a happy weekend from Team Cooker Dream and Chef Michael also. On your behalf, I'm just saying a happy weekend to all the kids. Be happy, cook happy, because I know that you're going to send us the recipes by the 7th of December.
We have to click a photograph for the workshop and the recipe for the contest.
Yeah, recipe for the contest also, I'll either need your video or I'll need the photographs. So I have passed on all the instructions on your email, on your WhatsApp. I have given you all the instructions. Just follow them, show it to your parents in case you need their help, and then we can go ahead with it.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah. Could you text me, because there are so many people waiting and we'll end
Okay,
this
ma'am.
session, and you can just talk to me separately. You can say, hi, this is Alaika, and then we can talk.
Okay, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye. Bye.